Before I'm going to start this video, I decided to do a commentary on one of Peter the Warner Bros. Universal and Paramount fans' stupid rants that he's made in my entire life, such as Dean Touches Tom and Jerry episodes, Jerry from the Dean Touches Tom and Jerry, although Dean Touches is one of the best TV show Tom and Jerry kind I've watched in my entire life, and also The Amazing Digital Circus. That show is a great show. Ever. Why? I decided to do a future laxative episode out of Pomni from The Amazing Digital Circus and Jax from The Amazing Digital Circus. I really hope I do not get a community guideline strike for this. Or worst, getting age restricted. And not to mention, I remember the time when I used one of the Fail from Pack video showing off Owen back when he was a baby. That's right, he was born in 2017. The same year when I made How to Shout Very Loud like a year ago. Back when I used to be a fan of the Loud Elves. Although this video has a bunch of likes, that makes me inspired by Diaper Ends from Diary from a Kid The Long Haul. Even though this movie is good, even though they're not the same actors as Zachary Gordon, who played the classic Greg Heffley, or anybody else like that, because we'll do summer commentaries, so I need to do myself in incognito. It's because I'm tired of that YouTuber. Putting one of the worst YouTuber who replied me like that is SC Troll. Even fun, I hate that user just because he replied to me like that. And why the fuck he put him on the hate spot? Or the fucking like spot. I wish I would force him to remake that video, remake it better, because he's one of the worst YouTubers ever. The valid reason I put except for him if casing the Loud House thing. Or even worse, the other time I remember 2 years ago in the summer, last time when it gets strong enough, is all this. And even though I'm neutral to K-Lou, although most people hate that show and make grounded videos out of him. And I did realize that showing off getting in trouble. It's because this is the Clark Gets Grounded show. Although one of my videos were deleted due to a stupid comment and all mistakes. But the worst one I made the most is Clark on Grounds Lee Pound, the original. I skipped the grounding scene on accident. That makes me want to build a time machine and tell myself to hit play by showing off in the behind the scenes. Although I do not have any behind the scenes, we're going to stay tuned for behind the scenes. But I can't do season 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe we'll do 4. As long not the deleted picture that I used to have, but I don't anymore. And we're going to stay tuned for bloopers. We're going to stay tuned for the playlist called That's Forcing Clark. And do you know why I did forced one YouTuber too? Well, I forced Isolated Store Picture to delete Elena Kiandor Wants to Stand while throwing tantrums. Maybe I need to use parodied video as long as it does not contain real life voice to copy out of it. And I can't believe he replied to me, but the reply was completely ignored. Which is, Isolated Store Picture replied to me just because I think it was cool, but I hate him so much. Correct. He told me to know he does not want me to hate on him over that one video, which is one of the stupidest reply I've heard. Yes, just because I blocked him and not friends anymore because it's divorced. Anyways, let's get started right now. Anyways, keep in mind, do not give people cats if some people who are allergic to. If they do, they might die, or worse, passed out, or worse, get rashes, or anything like that. Anyways, enjoy.
School's almost done for the class of 2025ers. It's time to get out of here! No more school forever for me! I cannot believe I've been to school since 2010! I've been stuck in school for like ever. My first school was Windmill Elementary, office in Lee County, Florida. That's right. So many characters, really ours. But everybody graduate first before me. And that's right, for me and you. Cause too many trouble, shenanigans a lot. Everyone's stop with lags is to buy. FR fantasy stores. And I'm about to get the fuck out of here now!
Okay, before I'm gonna begin this episode, I want to explain more about that YouTuber. I don't know why he still hasn't posted videos for like a month. Since January! God, I can't believe it. And I want to make a new series called Me Shopping at Five Below, everywhere in Florida, but I never went to the one in Sebring. Although I've been to Sebring, but I haven't been back here since October. Or I passed by it in December. My God damn it! I cannot stand that bitch anymore. Comment down below if you still hate Peter the Warner Brothers and Universal and Paramount fan. For me, I hate him a lot just because he made stupid rants. That makes me so angry. Bash his opinion on stuff and do a commentary on it. Why? He completely ran on one of the greatest shows, The Amazing Digital Circus. I loved that show. And I remember I saw the plush character in GameStop in Tampa after I visited Busch Gardens. Although I still haven't posted another me getting wet. Although I had to use rental homes in Tampa. And I remember the time I went to the one which is other feet away in a different area from the rental home. Is when I saw the same video that I remember saw since middle school about school bus. Although they have a bunch of them all over the United States. And in Florida it says county name district schools. I'm going to explain to it at the end of the video. Anyways, today's episode is Clark forces Sylvester to get near people who are allergic to cats and gets grounded. Enjoy. Sylvester, I have a question for you. Okay, what is it now? Can you get near people who are allergic to cats? No. Why? Although I'm a cat, but I cannot get near people who are allergic to cats. Otherwise they'll die if they're allergic to cats. For Jesus, he does not, he's not allergic to cats. Otherwise he'll be stuck without cats forever. How come? Even for people who got rashes from cats, Alyssa from Fafa Pack is allergic to cats. That's why in the one video they think they cannot have one. What?
Sort of cats, because Alyssa and he are allergic, so we can't have one. And also a Komodo dragon.
See that? And Michael from Fafa Pack think they cannot have one in this family. Although he hasn't added Fafa Pack stuff, he'll add them after Lego Ninjago. Even though he still had the one plush that he bought from Legoland back in 2021. What character did he get? He got Kai. It's because he loves Lego Ninjago. He saw it on Cartoon Network before. Why? Is this the greatest? Yes. They're the bestest. Anyways, can you get near people who are allergic to cats? No, I can't do that. Otherwise, I would kill someone. Otherwise, I'll go to jail for that. Come on, get near people allergic to cats. Now. No, I cannot do that. Remember the one girl who appeared in the video? He heard back in his birthday party that this girl, Jada, is allergic to cats. So they cannot get near them. Come on, dude. He hasn't posted any birthday stuff. Why the fuck? Can you get near allergic to cats now? People who are allergic to cats? No. If you ask me to get people who are allergic to cats one more time, I'm telling your dad right now. Get near people allergic to cats. Get near people who are allergic to cats. Get near people who are allergic to cats. Now, 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 now. That's it. I'm telling your dad right now. When Clark got home. Clark, I cannot believe you forced Sylvester to get near people who are allergic to cats. That's it. You're grounded for a week. Go to your room right now and think about what you've done, young man. If you dare bring a noosh who are near people who are allergic to cats like Alyssa from Fafa Pack or DaddyTube HD from EvanTube HD. Or everybody else, you might go to jail for that. Or worse, given rashes.
I cannot believe I'm about to lose and enjoy my memories in high school, but everybody too. I have weeks left of school left before I'm finally done. And he won't stop treating kids, bad boy and girl. And also I have more weeks left before my graduation begins to begin. Work hard on your schoolwork before you graduate. Or get A's and B's and C's. Finally, my school chaos year is over.
Before I'm going to explain to the next episode, I'm going to list all the counties from every counties that they do have in Florida. They have one in Monroe County, although I've visited that county once. They have one in Miami-Dade, although I went there the most. It's because my grandparents live here, which is Hialeah. Broward, which is my birth county that I was born in. Collier, although I've never been in that county. Palm Beach, I used to live in that county, but I moved to St. Lucie County a year ago. Hendry, although I visited that county once, but I've been to Clewiston, but I never been to LaBelle. Lee, although I never been in that county. Glades, although I never been in that county, but that has a small town named Moorhaven, although I never been in that city. Martin, I visit the county mostly due to I have therapy. Just because I had therapy since 2010. Charlotte, although I never been in that county as well. St. Lucie, I usually lived in this county, but I only saw Broward, Palm Beach, and Martin County school buses. Okeechobee, I only saw it when I was in Fort Pierce and Sodas in Jensen Beach. Highlands, I only saw it once while heading to Wauchula for bowling. Although I visit less than Okeechobee, more than that. Yes, I visit Highlands County less. DeSoto, although I've visited that county once, due to I had to get home. Hardy, I've been to that county twice. Sarasota, although I've never been to Sarasota. Manatee, although I've visited that city twice. County twice, April in a row. Indian River, I usually come here due to dentist appointments. Brevard, although I usually visit this county mostly. I saw it in there, but I never saw it in Mims. But I saw it in Titusville like a year ago. Ocella, although I haven't been to Kissimmee since last year. Polk, I usually visit that county by you coming here. Hillsgrove, although I visited that county like a lot before. Pinellas, although I visited for the birthday party. Orange, although I've passed by it back in 2015, and so does 2017. Seminole, although it's hard to say. Although I visited that county, but I've been back here November last year during my journey. Is heading to Daytona, just because of my dad's idea. Lake, I passed by this county when I go to Salt Springs. Sumter, although I've passed by it like a year ago. Hernando, although I've been in that county before. For Circuits, I never been there. For Levy, I never been in that county. Marion, I've been in that county before. But I haven't been back here since 2018 or 2019 or 2021. Volusia, I always come here, and I can't believe earlier yesterday when I went behind the fun spot, I saw them in my county. It's just like me back in 2021, because the reason why I'm going to move to Daytona in the future, just because I hated here at Port St. Lucie. Flagler, although I've visited that county before. St. John's, although I visited that county before. Duval, I've been to that county before. But I've been there like less just because of Sugar Mountain and Jacksonville Zoo. And for a year ago, drive home from Texas and Nassau, although I don't know what to say. But I visited that county back in 2019 on the I-10 site. Putnam, although I've been in that county before, that's showing off that I stopped there. Clay, I never been there. Alacha, although I've been to that county before. For Union, Bradford, I've never been there. But I've been to Baker. I've never been to Dixie County. Gilchrist, I never been there. But I never been to Hamilton. Always on I-75. Lafayette, I never been in that county. Taylor, I never been to that county. For Madison, I've been in that county. For Leon, I only passed by it, but I never been to whole city Tallahassee. It's because it's a capital city. For Wakulla, I've never been in that county. For Gadsden, I've been to that county. For other counties like Liberty, Franklin, Gulf, and Bay, I've never been there. The Fairfax family went to Panama City. For Washington, I've been to that county before. Holmes, I've been to that county. And lately, Walton, Ocala, Santa Rosa, and Escambia. I've been to that county, and I wish I want to visit Pensacola. Anyways, the next episode is Clark goes to movies to see Final Destination. Clark and his friends sneaks out to go to movies and go see the new Final Destination movies. Guys, keep in mind I'm neutral to one of these movies, although it has news in it, because scary movies never scare me at all, except for Bug 1975. I hate Bug 1975, because it's one of the scariest movies I've heard in my entire life.